Have you thought about why you don't have the things that you want out of your life, out of your relationship, out of your career, out of your finances? Maybe it's your body. Have you thought about why you are not getting the things that you want out of life? So today we're going to talk about how to get those things that you want out of life. It is going to take some effort. It is going to take some work. It is going to take you facing your fears and walking towards the fear that you are feeling, but also just making sure that you are doing the thing that you need to do in order to get the thing that you want. In this case, anything that you want out of life. So the first thing that you must realize is you have to know what it is that you want. Like, you would never believe how many people that I talk to, how many potential clients that I run across, speak with, just people in general that I'm talking to, family and friends alike, that have no clue what they want out of life, and definitely have no clue what they want out of their love life. So you have to take the time to really evaluate what it is that you truly want. I mean, really, really knowing what you want. Not like, I just want to date a beautiful guy, or I just want to get married. Like, what does your married life look like? What does your ideal man look like? What does he do for a living? How is he treating you? What does his finances look like? What do your finances look like? Right? So the things that we want, the first thing in getting those things is really knowing what you want out of each area of your life that you're trying to gain something in. So again, I'll just go to romantic relationships, because plenty of women and even men out there want to have and choose a better spouse. So we stop these breakups and even stop the divorces, right? But one of the only ways to do that is really knowing what you want before you get into the relationship, so you're not putting your pressures off onto the other person. So really knowing what you want, like taking the time to sit down and have a thought conversation with yourself where you can brain dump, meaning just writing down everything that comes to your mind about that particular topic. In this case, I'm talking about your particular man or your particular woman. What do they look like? Right? But I'm really speaking about the treatment of the person and how they're treating you, right? Absolutely want to hone in on, if height is your thing, right? The height, the weight, the looks, the eye color, the hair. Like, if you want to talk about those things, that's great. But I don't want you to stay on the superficial. I want you to go deeper into the treatment of you. Like, what does he think about his mom? How does he treat his mom? What does he think about his dad? How does he treat his dad? What does he think about marriage? What does he think about dating? What does he think about children? What does his finances actually look like? What is your finances? And have those deeper conversations. So yes, you can do surface level stuff on your brain dumping list, but go deeper, because we all have been with somebody that was sexy, fine, beautiful, only to not have anything in common with them other than having a fine man on your arm or a beautiful lady on your arm. So you want them to have more up here than just the physical going on. But that means you really have to know what you want. It can't just be like one or two things put on your list and all of a sudden you're going to attract this particular woman or particular man. Because here's the thing, right? So one of the things that you can actually say is that I want a man that is at least 6 foot or taller, and he is black, and he drives a BMW. Well, that's not specific enough, because there are plenty of black men that meet the requirement of 6 feet that even have BMWs. So it's too wide. You need to narrow down what your search is like, because if you don't, you're never going to even attract that right guy for you or girl, right? So really knowing what you want is the first way that you are going to get what you want out of life. The second thing is, now once you know, right? Once you really know what you want, now you have to ask for or start to seek out what it is that you want. And I specifically say ask for because a lot of people, again, going with the example of relationships, a lot of people have not been introduced to or haven't really realized that the person that they are seeking is literally right next to them, is in their inner circle, because they have yet to sit down and do the first part of what is it that you really want in a mate, in a long-term partnership, in a marriage partner. And then be willing, which is number 2, be willing to ask your friends, your family, your inner circle, hey, this is the type of man, this is the type of woman that I'm looking for. This is like the attributes that they're and the characteristics that they bring to the table that I would like them to meet. And do you know anybody like that? Can you introduce me to somebody like that? And really getting the word out there and letting people know. So you're asking other people to help you with you attracting your spouse in this case, right? So knowing what you want, asking for what you want to as many people as you can, and then obviously doing the work to doing the dating and weeding out the people that are not working out for whatever reason, right? So going out there, doing the thing so we can get down to meeting our actual the ones, or our spouses, our significant others, right? And then number 3 is not being ashamed and falling into society's trap and going off of what society says that your spouse should be, should look like, should do. Because once you start going down that rabbit hole, now you're living for other people and you're not living for yourself. So getting away from those societal norms, even if they don't fit for you. So if it fits, cool. If it doesn't, still know what you want, ask for it. Don't be ashamed of it. So owning your truth. This is your truth. This is your life. You're not living your life for anybody else. You are absolutely living your life for you, not anyone else. The fourth thing, okay? The fourth thing is continuing to grow with your significant other, right? Once you get them, significant other, as well as growing without them. This means making sure that you continue the hobbies and things that you love to do, whether you're in a relationship or not. This also means continuing those same hobbies and things that make you happy, things that bring joy to you, even if your spouse or partner does not want to do them. Going with a group of friends to do these things can still bring you the same amount of joy and happiness in the moment that it would if you were to go with a significant other that does not like doing the thing that you do. And that growing part is not always just having fun. It literally is leaning into, if you're a book reader, like reading more books, going to more conferences, taking more digital courses, or workshops, right? So doing those things to help your mind grow, as well as your heart grow, and your posture to be like, okay, I do want to be in this relationship. But not only do I want to just be in this relationship, I want to be in a healthy relationship. And so what does a healthy relationship look like to me? And then depending on what you say, now you can look for the things that can help you build on that particular healthy relationship. Like I said, it could be a course that's coming up. It could be a workshop that's coming up. It could be a book that they're about to release, or a book that's already out there that you're like, okay, I'm going to sit down and for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a day, I'm going to read this book until I'm finished. And I am going to apply what I learned. Now, tangent, because a lot of people, they have a lot of knowledge, they have a lot of information, and unfortunately, if you don't do anything with the information that you know, it means nothing. Because it's not enough to just know the information. Now you have to apply or implement, take action on all of the things that you have learned. Now, you're not going to be able to take action on everything that you learn in every single book at that particular time, because it depends on what stage that you're in and what that particular book is about. But if you read a book, if you take a course, if you go to a workshop and you get one piece of solid information and actually implement that, that is going to help your growth process. And most people don't understand the compound effect and how once you start doing these things, so not only are you getting better and better, now you will be able to look back and say, oh, okay, I got 10% better by doing X, Y, and Z. And then the next time, now you implement this new thing, right? And so now from the beginning of implementing the first thing where you were 10% better, now you're 20 or 30% better. And the more you grow, the more you implement, the more that you take action in any area of your life, that is how you are going to be better. This is how you are going to get what you want in life. But you can't just know, you have to do the things that you need, that you're learning in these books and these courses and these workshops, and take action on them so you can reap the benefits. So you're not just sitting there and information overload. Okay, just one more book. I'm gonna read one more book before I take action. I'm gonna do one more course before I take action. No, take action on the thing that you have learned, because it may not work for you. Because everything that we hear that's out there may not work for us as the person that's implementing the thing. And so you have to find out what works for you. And here's the thing: the faster that you can fail, the faster that you know that that thing doesn't work for you. And now you can try something else instead of, I'm going to try it this week, and then, in 2 weeks, I'm going to try it again. In another week or two, or in another month, I'm going to try it again. You wanted to put some consistency on the things that you are trying to attain so you can get what you want out of life. And like I said, this is not just in your relationship. It could be your career, it could be your finances, it could be your physique, it could be literally you growing your mind, it could be whatever area that it is that you're trying to get better in so you can get the things that you want out of life. Because the fact of the matter is, love, romantic love, lasts longer when both partners are actively working toward self-fulfillment. And that makes sense, because if you don't have a goal, if you're not working toward achieving or accomplishing something in your life, then you are just sad. You're probably more of a negative person, and negative people have a tendency to attract depression in their life. It's a fact. Negativity and depression pretty much go hand in hand. So if you're working toward fulfillment and your partner's also working toward fulfillment, then guess what? You two together could be a happier couple together. And then also, did you know that 70% of couples that go to therapy to work out their conflicts when they're not in alignment, right? 70% of couples that attend therapy actually say that they find some fulfillment out of it, as well as benefits from going through the process of really trying to figure out what the heck was actually happening. Like, what was the root cause of this particular conflict? And so getting the help that you need, if you need help, is also another way of getting the things that you want, because plenty of us, and this is actually all of us, have blind spots. All of us have blind spots, and we don't know what we don't know. Because I'm so attached to you hearing me, with you accepting what it is that I'm saying, I am completely not listening to you, because I can only hear me, and I want you to hear me. Right? So we all have blind spots, but when you have that third party that's not emotionally attached in any way to your relationship, you can actually hear, because they're not bringing any animosity to the table. And you don't feel like they're just trying to get you to do something because you two live under the same roof, sleep in the same bed, etc. No, now you're open to listening to a third party. I mean, isn't it funny that if you have ever been in a relationship and this has happened, please let me know in the comment section below, which is you have told your partner that they need to do a thing. You've been telling them for months, maybe even years, and they just keep blowing you off. All of a sudden, your partner hears this same information from somebody else. No matter, it could have been a TV commercial, it could have been an infomercial, it could have been a movie, it could be from a therapist, it could be from a coach, it could be from a friend that's telling the exact same information that you've been telling them for months or even years. And all of a sudden they're like, oh my God, such and such said X, Y, and Z, and I gotta do that. And you looking like, because you really want to smack them, You've been saying this for years, but they couldn't receive it from you because usually we have an agenda when we're in a relationship. And that's neither here nor there. There's usually an agenda attached to what we're trying to get our partner to see or hear. And because of that, now they're like, moving on, not receiving that in one ear, out the other. And then that third party comes and says that exact same sentence, and all of a sudden, I hear you. How wonderful and glorious. Sounding all angelic to their ears, right? But this is how you get the things that you want out of your life. Knowing what you want, asking for what you want, continuing to grow, seeking help if you need it. And I know I missed the fifth one, but all 5 of these are going to be a way. Oh, shame. Don't shame yourself, right? So all 5 of these are going to help you to get the things that you want. Now, if you need some help getting the things that you want out of your life, I absolutely help Black Christian women that are just sick and tired of being sick and tired. They're sick and tired of being stuck. They're sick and tired of being on the same hamster wheel, trying to figure out things, not knowing where the heck to start. Well, I have a group coaching program specifically curated for Black women only. Sorry, fellas. It's for Black women only, where we get together weekly and discuss those things that are pressing for you in order to get you in alignment to help you be a better mother, a better spouse, a better partner overall. So you're able to start to break down these generational curses that we have plaguing our Black community. And I am here to facilitate and help to guide you on your journey for you to feel fulfilled, for you to feel happy, for you to make your own self a priority. Because here's the truth of the matter: in the Black community, specifically to women, we have a tendency to put everybody before us and we don't take care of ourselves. And so this is a part of you taking care of yourself, including but not limited to whether you're single or in a relationship. We have a tendency to put everybody before us. And so I'm helping you to understand that you are the priority. You don't have to be on the same hamster wheel, whether in a relationship or not, next year. You do not have to be on the same hamster wheel. You can ask for what you want. You can set those boundaries. You can enforce them. You have the power to create the life that you want to create. But this is how you get what you want. And so if you need some help with getting what you want, I want you to go to marshano.com and set up your one-on-one coaching conversation with me. Again, marshano.com. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye now.